Practical Magic, and I play Standard competitively right now, and it looks like with the Battle for Zendikar, I'm going to be getting into Modern really quickly. So the reveal show just happened, and I wanted to review that really quickly while it's still fresh in my mind. I'm really excited about what's going on in the Battle for Zendikar. Um, Mostly because what's going to be reprinted, it looks like. But let's take a look at what everybody wants to talk about right now, which is the lands. The lands is everything everybody wants to talk about right now. So here's the new standard lands: the Prairie Stream, Sunken Hollow, Smoldering Marsh, Cinder Glade, Canopy Vista. Same colors as the fetches that we have now, but the exciting thing is that they have basic land profiles, so they are fetchable. Um, and those are going to be available in full art with the Zendikar Expeditions as premium mythic rares. And then, of course, we have the full art land reprints. So uh, probably the same cycle that we've seen before. So probably 5 for each basic land type throughout the block. Um, but these are what we're going to have to work with in the standard. Uh, so something else being reprinted that they showed was Steam Vents and Arid Mesa, which means the rest of them are going to get reprinted as well. They said it was going to be 10 lands of that cycle, so all of those are going to be reprinted, but they're full art. The full art is going to be insane on them. The two that they showed, the Steam Vents and the Arid Mesa, look insane. What that's going to do to your current modern land prices, I don't know. They'll probably fall a little bit, but it won't be too bad. Because I think these are going to have really high elevated values. I think they're going to be really inflated because they're so pretty, and they did say that you will be able to open those up more often than you will the regular mythic rares in the set. So that's good. In my opinion, that's good. But they are included in the booster packs, even though they're a separate set called the Expeditions, just basically making it so you can't play old modern lands from Zendikar in Standard. That's what that's about. But I will definitely be on the hunt for those. The next thing we should take a look at is and I use Mythic Spoiler for all of my for this. So check out mythicspoiler.com. Give Mythic Spoiler a plug here because they do a really good job on their art cleanups for their spoilers. Um, so we've got Ulamog, or as everybody's calling him now, Nulamog, the Ceaseless Mill. So he exiles up to permanents as soon as he's cast. So even if he gets countered, you still get to exile 2 permanents, which is not bad. Indestructible. And then basically the next turn, if you just swing with him, you mill 20 cards off the top of your deck, and probably by the time you get this guy out, that will probably end your opponent's game. Gideon, ally of Zendikar. He's the first planeswalker to be spoiled, and the interesting thing here is that he's a 4, but you can ultimate him for a 4 with an emblem. It gives everybody +1/+1. All of your creatures +1/+1. But I'm not sure. I mean, it's immediate value for casting him 4, and you get a permanent +1/+1 to all your creatures that your opponent can't do anything about. Um, uh, but he creates 2/2 night tokens for nothing, and then +1 He becomes a 5/5 human soldier ally creature with indestructible. That's still a planeswalker. Um, and all damage dealt to him is prevented. The rest of the cards I'm not too excited about. The Hydra is pretty cool with landfall. The Orient Reef Hydra. Uh, the Incubator Drone, and where's the other one? The Barrage Tyrant. The Barrage Tyrant I'm really excited about. Um, Basically just flinging colorless creatures at your opponent to death. That will be really cool. Um, Omnath, the Locust of Rage, was spoiled this weekend. Um, he'll probably be a good commander card. Um, Eldrazi Devastator, nothing really big there except that for Pauper, he's going to break Pauper. He's an 8/9 for 8, and he's a common. The Elfdrazi, the Kozilek Channeler, 5 tap for 2 colorless, a 4/4. Um, he'll probably see some play in standard. Um, Forerunner Slaughter is going to be good, but we've known about him for a while. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that's been spoiled so far. I'm really excited about the lands. Um, I think that's going to be where a lot of my where a lot of my money is going to go for the next few months. Anything I have disposable is going to go there. So that's it. They didn't really show a whole lot or talk about a whole lot. They talked about the processors. So that's the one thing I need to cover is the processors. So basically, there's going to be interaction now with the exile zone with processors, and I'll show you the Blight Herder. When you cast Blight Herder, you may put 2 cards your opponent owns. Put 2 cards your opponents own from exile into their owners' graveyards. So you take cards from your opponent's exile zone and put them in the graveyard. If you do, put 3/1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion creature tokens onto the battlefield. They have sacrifice a creature, add 1 to your mana pool. So there's a lot of ramp here that's available to everybody for casting an Eldrazi or casting your big colored creatures as well. So I think we're going to see a lot of stuff like that. Um, I'm not too fond, personally, of interacting with the Exile Zone. I think the Exile Zone, I'm paying extra on my spells to put things in the Exile Zone, so my opponent can't bring them back. So I don't really know how I feel about that. Maybe because I'm not feeling too positive about it, maybe I'll build a deck that just that focuses on that. Um, I'm not sure, but this is just the beginning of what's going to be spoiled. There's more to come, um, and I'm really excited for this set. I'm really excited for the block actually. So I think it's going to be a good time to play Magic, and it's going to be a good time to get into Magic. I really think what they're trying to do with this set is actually make Modern more accessible. The prices in Modern has just continued to rise um, with the lands base needed to get into it at like the $60 level, and so I think they're trying to burst that bubble to make this more accessible to new players and to people who are looking to get into the format. Modern is really fun. I watch it a lot. I don't play it right now. I'm going to in the next few weeks start trading up to Modern, but I really think they're trying to make Modern more accessible. Uh, so that's the review. If you have anything, send it to uh, hit me up on Twitter at ogre underscore bob. Again, that's at ogre underscore bob on Twitter, and I'll be more than happy to review and probably see it in another stream. Thanks a lot, guys.